In a world where organizations and teams are more connected than ever, understanding our cultural differences is crucial to come closer, communicate better, and work in a more effective way. Erin Meyer, a researcher and experienced human resource director, has developed a framework of 8 different scales to assess where one places themselves in the greater cultural context of their colleagues and organizations. By understanding where you are relative to others and the cultures you're operating in, you will be able to adapt your leadership style to achieve better outcomes. These are the 8 scales. Communicating. This scale measures where our culture places itself in terms of low or high context communication. Low context communication means our communication is precise and explicit, while high context communication means that our communication is more nuanced and layered, requiring the listener to read between the lines to truly understand the message. Evaluating. This scale measures the preference for direct or indirect criticism. Interestingly, high context cultures do not always align with indirect feedback. For example, although the French are high context communicators compared to Americans, they prefer direct and blunt criticism, whereas Americans favor a softer, subtle, and more diplomatic feedback. Persuading. This scale assesses the preferred method for convincing others. Some cultures, like Germany, use principles first before presenting opinions or factual observations. In contrast, managers in the United Kingdom who need to persuade often start with a conclusion or executive summary. Leading. This scale measures the level of respect for authority. Scandinavian countries tend to have a flat, egalitarian hierarchy, while countries like Japan and Nigeria are more hierarchical. Deciding. This scale evaluates the decision-making process. It considers whether reaching a decision involves building up agreement amongst everyone involved or whether it's simply the boss who makes the decision and delivers them down the ladder. Here too, there is no congruence with egalitarian and hierarchical cultures. For example, Germany, which is a more hierarchical culture, requires a lot of consensus to make decisions. Trusting. This scale assesses how trust is built. In cultures like the US and Germany, trust is built through business-related activities, whereas in China or India, trust is established by getting to know each other at a deeper and more personal level. Disagreeing. This scale evaluates the impact of confrontation on group dynamics. In Southeast Asia, confrontation is avoided to maintain harmony, while in the Netherlands, open confrontation is acceptable and does not harm relationships. Scheduling. This scale measures the approach to timetables. While all businesses follow a timetable, in some cultures like Switzerland, schedules are strict and linear. In others, like Italy and Saudi Arabia, adaptability and flexibility are valued over rigid organization. Are you working within an international environment? Would you know where do you position yourself on each scale? And most importantly, how will you adjust your leadership style accordingly? For this and more perspectives, visit Global Insights in People Development at www.gi-pd.com. I'm Daniel Cruz, and I'm part of Erin Meyer's exclusive network of intercultural consultants, ready to support you and your organization to unlock the full potential of your intercultural teams.